welcome to A Perspective. I'm your host, Iva Williams. Right now, we have some distinguished gentlemen sitting with me right now. We got Rod, we got Gary, we got Mo, and we got Jason. And we just really five married men, about to chop it up and just kind of talk about some things. So my first question is, how did you know she was the one? I know, we have some, we always out there dating, had our, share of women. How did you know when you met your wife, right now, that she was the one? And I'll start with Rod. Go ahead, man.
Honestly, man, when I first met my wife, man, I think she had, especially the look. Mm-hmm. She had what I was looking for, and at the time she was a little younger than me, but once we got to talking and chopping it up, found out she more of a hood chick, came from the gutter like most of us did, and she wasn't caught up in the Atlanta life because she came from Jersey, just moved down here from Carolina. Mm-hmm. So at that point in time, I knew, I told her that from day one. I said, baby, you're going to be mine for the rest. You might well cancel Christmas. It's over. It's over.
OV. All right, Gary?
I met mine a long time ago, so mine a little cheesy, but I mean, she kind of made my chest flutter a little bit. You know what I mean? That first feeling of, hey man, hold up now. Like, you make me feel real good around you. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be around her, and I hadn't really wanted to be around anybody at that point. And I was like, if you got me feeling like I want to be around you all day, this it. I can do this. Okay. I ain't look back.
All right, Mo.
Both y'all wives online. Damn, they watch it like a motherfucker.
So get y'all these points right here.
No, so it was a, I'd say single for a while, and I had already came into a decent amount of success by the time I met my wife. So I was looking for somebody that had the intellectual ability, had long-term financial goals, was into physical fitness, understood, who I am, was going to allow me to be myself, and was going to be able to grow into that. And I know that can be difficult at times, as well as the fact that I have a little bit of an ego and things of that nature, which a lot of others who have been successful have. So all of that in a package that was aesthetically pleasing made it a no-brainer decision for me.
Okay. So. All right, Jason.
I'll kiss my ass with this one. I'm gonna tell the story. So my wife, she was so we've been together since high school, and 11th grade, she was dating like my best friend, like my brother, and player, you know what I'm saying, captain of the football team, all that shit. So he kind of was just like, she was like one of his, you know what I mean? Like he wasn't really taking her serious. But I was telling him, like, Nick, that's the one. Like, look, damn, that's the one right there. She over here, she bring you food, that's the one right there. He's like, nah, that one over there. So he kind of like overlooked it a little bit. So when he went to college, he a grade higher than me. So when he went to college, I like, hey man, I've been hanging with Halani a lot, man. I think she goddamn like me. Nah, she don't like you, Nick. How she don't like you? That type of thing. I was just like, damn, I'm just telling you what I think. I think she like me, dog. You know what I'm saying? So after that, she kind of came to me like, nigga, I like you. And I told him, he was like, she just trying to get me jealous. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, shoot your shot. I'm like, all right, I'll let you know. So, shit, this was back in 1999. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't stopped since. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess his ass was wrong.
Right.
That's it, though.
Now, you all still friends?
That's my nigga.
Oh, that's
right. That's what I was going to ask. I was like, how did that dynamic, how did that dynamic work?
Now, that was his, like, dang, you know what I mean? Like, I guess she probably thought that it was more than, I knew from being on the inside, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was really, really going on, you know what I mean? He had a few of them. But I was just like, nah, that's the one, as your boy, I'm telling you, that's the one. He like, nah. So that was that. That was over with. But then the next summer came and she was feeling me. I was like,
game over. And
I just remember saying, man, if I was you, I remember saying that in my head, like, man, if I was you, I'd pay that one some attention, that type of thing. So,
okay, all right. So, I guess my next question, man, I wanted to, as far as every year, of course, is a journey being married. What are some things that y'all have done? I mean, especially if you've been married over a few years, how times it can be great, times it can be difficult. So, what are some things that y'all have done to kind of get past that adversity? Like things that you do or you practice, whether it's communication, whether it's prayer, whether it's whatever it is. What do you do to get past those times where you go through adversity? Anybody can chime in, whoever.
Well, for me, man, I believe in the energy of love. It's a two-headed sword. The same thing that'll make you spend the rest of your life with somebody and run through a wall will be the same thing that make you cut somebody's head off.
Right.
That's one energy. You know what I'm saying? So when you decide to do that with somebody, that's unconditional. So every time I'm going through something with mine or we going through a tough time, I remember I signed up for forever.
Right.
Like, this is it. Like, I'm rocking with you. We family now.
Okay, and so speaking about that, Gary, what's something that your wife does to get on your damn last nerve?
She gonna get mad at me about this. Listen, and it's a marriage shit. This is when you over this.
Hey man,
you been somebody 24 hours, man, or whatever.
I can't stand when she don't that little roll from the toilet paper,
and
she just leave it, that little brown roll.
Oh,
she
like, take, oh man,
throw the shit away, man. Like, just throw the shit away.
Right.
All you gotta do is throw the shit away. Like, she put the whole new roll on top of the thing, but leave that one right there. 16 years in, that shit get on my nerves. All the shit we done been through, that right there will set me off.
Do you look at the thing?
The brown, but then she got the whole roll on top. I'm like, 16 years, that get on my nerves.
She's gonna be mad at you about that.
Yeah. That's the one thing.
Man. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, it's early for me. I mean, I've been married for 2.5 years. We're together for almost 7 total now.
Okay.
Fortunately, I think part of the fact that we got married a little bit older. I'm older. She is about 9 years younger than I am. So the maturity levels equal out, to say the least.
And why do you think that? Why do you think that, as far as men, and I have the same feeling, like, with men, I don't think we really get serious until, like, we're, like, 30. Like, I mean, it's like our 20s, and, I mean, of course, this is, not the rule. I know,
I can tell you exactly what it is.
What you think?
Part of it is that, as a man, you're goal-driven. And so, in order to be successful, you have to be selfish. And being selfish means you're putting yourself first, and that's business, financial, and often transferred over to, like, your physique, your workout, and everything else, right? So it's all part of the same circle. And if you're focused on those things, you can't be focused the way you need to on a woman in that capacity. So what happens is that you reach a certain level of success, a certain level of where you're now comfortable, and you're like, you know what? I can now build something from here with someone.
Right.
But if you're still trying to build that, and you're trying to build something with somebody else at the same time, it's tough. Right. So that's why it comes across as lack of maturity.
Right.
That's us saying we're not taking any woman seriously at this point in our lives because we can't.
Right. Because we're not financially capable, emotionally capable.
And that's why men mature, and we hit a certain age, all of a sudden women are like, wow, I mean, these guys now are have it all together, and they're so mature, and they treat certain women. No. What it is that they've reached a point in which they have a foundation they can now treat you a certain way.
Right.
And so that's all it is.
And Jason, let me ask you this question. So, when they say, okay, I know some of my friends, some of my fellas, man, they might have been with a woman maybe for about 3 or 4 years. They break up, nothing happens, but they meet another woman, and they might get married within a year. Why do you think that's the case? I've heard this story so many times of women being with men for a minute, and then, they don't mention anything about marriage. Then get with another woman, and now all of a sudden
I'm gonna tell you the sad thing is the first lady kind of prepped him. You know what I'm saying? She took all the bullshit. She kind of got all the raw deal. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And he kind of was just setting up what he wanted. You know what I mean? So if I'm dating you, I'm saying everything I don't like about your ass. I'm jotting down mentally. Man, my next mother, boy, she gonna be. You know what I mean? Right. And even to this day, you know what I'm saying? Not saying I do it, but it's certain shit I like to fix about my wife. You know what I'm saying? So if something ever happened to her, God forbid, or something like that, I'm just like, look, I ain't getting a motherfucker who talk back. She just done. Yeah, give me a death motherfucker. That's the one thing I can't fucking stand. You know what I'm saying? So really, when you look at it, you start mentally jotting shit down at what you're not gonna do next time. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's no perfect woman, but if she got one goddamn flaw that you can't stand, you're gonna be like, my next one ain't. She bet damn not do this. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's how the second one, I would think, get treated a little nicer, or she kind of, because he already done wrapped his mind around what he gonna do and what she better have and all that type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right, Rob, what you thinking, man?
Man, honestly, I don't know. I agree with what the fella's saying, but to me, I think amongst the group, we've all had our share of, like, dating different type of women. And all of them probably attractive women, or whatever the case may be. But sometimes it's just that one, man. You just don't know what it is, man. It's just that one that just sets you over the top. It's that one. They got the hit factor, and it might not be nothing they doing super special, man, or they might don't even have a look different from anybody else. But it's something about them that intrigues you to make you feel like this is the one. I think it might just be that energy that God put together, man. And at the end of the day, once y'all run across each other's path, it don't matter what you going through, what she going through, where she at in life. If you weren't even looking for a wife,
right?
For some reason, we all just jump off that ship, but
head first, right?
You know?
Right.
Because I didn't plan it. And I know a bunch of guys know. Majority of my homeboys, we all married. We never planned it. You know, we was with it, but at some point in time, like, man, I got to make an honest woman out of her.
Right.
You know, I ain't going nowhere. This is it. Even though she might drive me crazy and you want to damn kill everybody, but at the end of the day, you ain't going nowhere.
Okay. Well, I'm getting to wrap it up. So this has been another episode of A Perspective. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Iva Williams.